Hi guys, so this is my weekly update. I missed last week for the first time in like 3 or 4 months, which is actually kind of impressive. Not that I missed it, that's not impressive, but the fact that I managed to stick going for that long, that's actually really impressive. And I actually just want to share that I'm kind of excited, and how sometimes you just need to kind of like experiment and try things and you finally hit on something that just lights you up. So basically I've been working on this travel writers course. I got a journal almost finished, and I got a little mini course that's going to go with it. So I'll tell you all about that next week, because it should hit publish on Friday at the latest. That's if everything goes as planned, which it doesn't always do, but that's why it's not actually up for pre-sale, because Amazon doesn't like it if you don't make deadlines, and I live in a boat with inconsistent internet and 2 small children, so it's, yeah, I need to squeeze a lot into my small amount of time. But I was actually, part of what I'm writing about or teaching about, or doing both actually, because there's a book and a course, 2 different things. You can buy them both separately. But the point being, yes, see, I'm being distracted again. This is me. I need to talk to the camera and actually do this, because I'm kind of excited now. Part of it is this, the whole point. I'm leaving this in, guys. I'm sorry. This is, no one, actually, it's a lie. Some people do watch it, because I do get videos sometimes and messages afterwards saying, I know you think no one's watching, but actually I'm watching and I love it. So thank you so much. But so for the few people who are watching, you are so wonderful and not judgmental. So I'm going to leave that in. But the point being is that, yeah, what I want to write about is the hero's journey, basically, for travel writers, because a lot of travel writers, what they do is they get kind of off track. You know, they get bored, or they think they're telling great stories because they've experienced this wonderful thing, but it makes everyone else bored because they don't understand story structure. They're just stringing together a bunch of events that quickly become boring for other people. And so I don't want that, obviously. I want people to write fantastic, interesting stories. I mean, I'm a writer. I love writing, and I want other people to be able to share the creativity too without being crushed by people going, that's boring. And I think understanding story structure helps. And I think a lot of people sometimes fight against story structure. I fought against it for a very long time because I believed that it was kind of like impeding my creativity. But again, it comes down to actually knowing the rules help you break them, because otherwise you're just a mess. And yes, I'm a big believer in the messy middle, and there is a mess in there, and part of the messy middle is actually learning that creativity does require some structure, and it does take some time to finally figure that out, and it's okay if you do take that time. But again, the point being is that the hero's journey is normally broken up into a masculine and a feminine, and the feminine one is based on Inanna and her descent, and I've really fallen in love with her lately. Obviously, given my own year, the past year has been really, really effing tough. Normally I would swear, but I'm really trying not to swear as much as I normally do, so sorry if it occasionally slips out. But I'm trying to keep it as G-rated as possible. And yeah, and I've gone through my own Inanna journey, and every time I thought that, you know, nothing else can be taken from me, something else is taken from me. Until the end, you're just kind of lying there going, and then you get to come back up again, and coming back up again stronger, which is kind of unbelievable, but it is. And so as I'm talking today and doing some of these videos and getting it straightened out, I realized this is the healing course that I've been working on. I believe in creativity as healing. I believe in creativity as a journey, and I've been working on this course that basically helps people get past the messy middle. And then I realized that actually what I really want to do is a course based on the story structure of Inanna, and using that as healing, and what a great creativity tool! And so I'm very excited about that, and I just had to share with everyone that finally I'm back on for weekly updates, because that's important, and I've got my tasks for the next month, which is kind of very exciting, as finally putting together all this research and reading I've been doing about Inanna and the hero's journey, and not just putting it out as a writer's tool, but actually as a creativity and healing tool, and I'm actually kind of excited about that. Alright, so see you.